Hello lovely people, another year has passed, which means it is time for my traditional birthday chat.
Safety vlogs.
If you are new to the channel, every year on my birthday, for however long I have had this channel, don't actually remember, I just do a little birthday chat, a little check-in, a little like, how has the year been? I used to set myself goals, both personal and reading. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to go into it. This birthday chat is just a little more like, just thought I would let you know how my year has been and explain why my posting schedule sort of went out the window. I feel like this time last year I was in a very good swing. I had like a proper schedule. I think I was doing 2 videos a week. I was on it. It's not gone that way the last year. So the TLDR version of my last year is generally like family illness, mental health stuff. Posting went out the window, but I'm feeling much better now. So if you are a person who's only here for the books and you don't really want to hear me waffle about my life, that's absolutely fine. That's the condensed version. The next video will be a book video. Have yourself a very lovely day. The longer version is essentially a week after my last birthday, my dad was diagnosed with cancer, and then in autumn, my partner's dad was also diagnosed with cancer. I am really, really relieved to be able to say that they are both okay. They have both undergone treatment. They are both officially declared cancer-free, which honestly it makes me emotional, even just thinking about it, but I feel extremely lucky. We are very fortunate. In both cases, everything was caught really, really early on. The NHS were amazing, given that they are chronically underfunded, and just, you know, the last few years have really added to that. They were both seen so quickly, caught everything really quickly. I cannot actually put into words how grateful and thankful I am that everything is okay. As you can imagine, that was a bit stressful. My anxiety went through the roof this last year, and what happens when my anxiety comes to town is that it brings insomnia with it, and also makes my eczema go wild. So I don't think I slept properly from about the start of January to mid-May. I just occupied what I call treacle time, where I feel like I am engaging with the world through a film, and they're like, I'm here but I'm not here. Everything is treacle time. Frankly, I feel like I did quite a good job to post any videos and also continually deliver at my job. Which is also very funny because I actually got a promotion in January. Like, I got a promotion, I managed to hold everything down at work, some things had to slide, and that's where the posting schedule went out the window. But yes, so my insomnia came to town, didn't really sleep, and also when I get stressed, my eczema goes a bit wild. You're going to have quite a few book chats arriving in the upcoming time because I have a real backlog of them, and I pre-film them, and I just post them whenever I have the time to edit them. I'm going to get very, very pink in some of those. That's just part of living with a skin condition that you got to embrace. But I'm really pleased to say that I am now sleeping again. I'm also on some new medication because my hay fever allergies went crazy, and that's actually really helping my skin. So feeling a lot more with it. Also, not to give you like a rundown medical update, but I got tested for allergies after I had a concerning reaction to some soy milk, and it turns out I've got a bunch of food allergies. I'm allergic to soy, peanuts with cross-reactivity to tree nuts, cow's milk, and egg whites, which is, frankly, most of what I have been eating since I went vegetarian 8 years ago, which explains a lot. But now I know that, I am officially 3 weeks having cut all of those foods out of my diet, and I am feeling a lot better. I got new glasses this year and I can see. Turns out I'm not clumsy, I just couldn't actually see where things were, and that's why I would fall over all the time. So I really... this has been like a little intense update. My point is that the last year has been a little intense, and I wouldn't want to repeat this year, However, I have learned a lot from this year. I have both like actual things, like turns out I have food allergies, and that's why my health conditions have been bad, because I've been having like a constant allergic reaction for pretty much my entire life, because I've been eating these foods my whole life. But also like the anxiety stuff was not great, but from it I have learned much better ways of managing myself. I have understood the importance of routine to my life. I have implemented a routine, for example, no caffeine after 12, no screens after 8:30 p.m., stuff like this. Like, I am implementing routines that are making my life better. My health is now a lot more on track now that I know the things that are making my conditions worse. I also feel extremely thankful and extremely lucky that my family have got through this particular year and are now okay. That is something that I am extremely grateful for. So whilst I 100% think that this has not been the best year of my life and I would not like to repeat it, I'm coming out the other side feeling extremely grateful, feeling like I have learned a lot, and I'm hoping to be able to sort of put a lot more of these things into practice this next year and maybe make more positive strides over the next year. This year has been a lot of bad things happening and then trying to recover from them. Whereas I'm hoping that this next year might be a little bit more I can positively action things. I haven't actually talked about my job yet, but that's actually the one area of my life where I feel like I actually have been doing really well. My little, even in my little trickle way of life, I somehow managed to get a promotion and continue to deliver. I'm very senior in my team now. I train other people. I am a responsible adult. So there's a little bit of a messy birthday update. I feel like there's not much focus here. I don't really have any goals for the year because I think I set myself goals last year and then the world was no thank you. You're just gonna have to try and function. But I am hoping to come back a little bit more regular, scheduled, that kind of thing on here. I have such a backlog of book chats and not really a lot else. So I'm going to try and actually put the time in to do some other content that is not just little mini wrap-ups of what I've read at some point in the past. I do videos where I have a bit more of a focus. I do have one that's going to come out soon, which is the first half of reading the lowest rated books on my TBR. I actually really enjoyed that project. I had lots of opinions on them, so it might be a slightly longer video, but that's because I had lots to say. So I have the first half of that will hopefully be coming out in the next month, and then I'm going to try and read the second half of the lowest books on my TBR. But I quite like little projects like that. If you have any ideas of little projects like that that you would actually be interested in seeing me doing, I would very much like to hear them. I want to do a couple more videos that are like my nature writing recommendations video where I talk about little themes, because my bookcase is themed, so all of the shelves have loose concepts of themes to them. Maybe even if I just take a shelf at a time and talk through the theme of the shelf. I don't know, but I'd quite like to do a few more themed videos. I think I said in that one what always stops me is that for every themed shelf I have at least 5 other books that I want to read that I don't want to film the video until I've read them. But I think maybe if I just do honorary mentions that are tie into that I haven't read yet, that might make me actually record the videos. So yeah, I have ideas. I am excited to be at the point where I actually have the brain space to be able to plan things and think of things and that kind of thing. So this is a bit of a waffle. I'm sorry if it's been a little bit intense. I feel like I don't feel the need to explain myself to people that I don't really know, but I feel like I'm at a point where things are coming together a little bit more now, and I feel like I can just sit down and be this is what's going on, I'm doing better, hoping to have lots more fun things in the future. So yes, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear how your year has been. How's it going? How's it doing? It's been a bit of a weird time in the world, I get that. Are there any things that you would like to see from me in the future? Are there any things that you just like in general? I don't know, this is always an opportunity for just a little chat for any of the people who fancy just a little chat. I hope you've had a really lovely year. and I will probably check in again next year with a little personal update, but otherwise I am going to get back on my posting schedule, at least one a week. Maybe I'll try and do 2 videos a week like I used to do, where one of those videos is always a book chat, because I cannot emphasize enough how much of a backlog of those I have. I don't actually think I've got to 2022 videos of that yet. I think I'm still on ones that I recorded in 2021. Maybe I need to rethink how I do wrap-ups. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. I look forward to hearing from you. If you want to leave a comment. If you don't, that's fine. I still hope you're having a lovely day. And I will see you next time for something different and bookish related.